longtime prosecutor's office investigator went from being Employee of the Year before being called to the grand jury to becoming a victim of retaliation and harassment after her testimony. And now she's suing the city. Gina Mangieri is always investigating and has details.
Well, Deborah Takehara alleges that colleagues and supervisors under Keith Kaneshiro targeted her after the feds subpoenaed her grand jury testimony in their ongoing investigation of Keith Kaneshiro. She says even after Kaneshiro went on leave after getting his federal target letter, the harassment has continued under acting prosecutor Dwight Nadamoto. Over the span of her 13 years at the Department of the Prosecuting Attorney, investigator Deborah Takehara has received commendations and awards, no negative performance reviews, and a 2018 Employee of the Year award.
Prior to her testifying with the grand jury and prior to her making complaints about sexual harassment, she had a sparkling and sterling. All of her work performance was never called into question.
In the fall of 2018, she got an FBI subpoena to testify at the federal grand jury. At the time, she had been assigned to this Makiki apartment complex that used to serve as a safe house for abuse victims. Keith Kaneshiro had arranged for the city to buy it from a major campaign donor. It has since closed and no residents are there.
There are allegations within the lawsuit that my client was witness to the shredding of documents. She was there at the Honolulu prosecutor's safe house, and so she had firsthand knowledge of what was going on. And that's exactly why she was called to the grand jury. So when she becomes a witness in the grand jury, the prosecutor's office is looking at her and putting pressure on her, in our belief, to get her not to reveal something that they might be worried about.
Allegations of retaliation, hostile work environment, sexual harassment, and more are detailed in a 30-page lawsuit she has filed against the department and the city.
We have all kinds of obstruction of justice. And we're also seeing, I believe, in the prosecutor's office.
Who is ultimately accountable for the obstruction? Who's conducting it then and now?
It would be at the highest levels of the administration of the prosecutor's office.
That includes Keith Kaneshiro, who's been on leave since March after receiving a federal target letter, and his replacement, Dwight Nadamoto, who recently received a subpoena to testify before the federal grand jury.
Now that we know that Nadamoto has received a request to also testify at the grand jury, that raises extra questions about his involvement and what he did or didn't do in regard to conduct that's being investigated by the federal government.
The lawsuit alleges Nadamoto initiated a police report against her, but that Nadamoto misrepresented to her where it all started.
The understanding from the police department was that the administration started a terroristic threatening complaint against my client, made up a false witness who has since that time admitted that she wanted no part of it and made no complaint.
Council member Ron Minor told me, I find the lawsuit troubling, especially since Mr. Nadamoto gave disappointing and evasive answers when council members asked him about the corruption in the prosecutor's office. I am hopeful that justice will be served. The complicated story includes, who else? Catherine Kealoha, who comes up in the lawsuit but is not a named defendant.
My client was assigned to investigate a particular crime alongside Catherine Kealoha, and that is the direct connection that my client ever had to Ms. Kealoha.
And did she witness something amiss or improper in that assignment?
Not that's been alleged in this complaint and not that will be made public at this time.
Okay, it sounds like there might be something else that could come up at federal court.
That's always a possibility.
Now, the prosecutor's office tells me parallel investigations have already been looked into by the city's Equal Opportunity Office, and they say they were unsubstantiated. They go on to say the EOO report said the people in the complaint did not retaliate against Takehara as alleged, and the prosecutor's office will vigorously defend against the lawsuit. We'll follow up. Back to you.